Final community, Mr. Bizzarro here with you once again. I've got a little stack here, a combination of consignment shops, thrift shops, and an extremely overpriced local small town record shop slash wannabe Starbucks slash wannabe the local jam spot for local bands. Way, man. The prices were through the fucking roof, and I'll get back to that in a minute because I don't play that game. First one I found, these are in no order, no consignment or thrift order. This is Ginger Baker at his best. Is he at his best on this album? No. But for the price I paid and the condition, the quality, the songs I do like, I will say, are collaborations with other known musicians of the day in other bands. So this will go to my Robin Trower collection, my Jack Bruce collection, my BLT, things like that. This will kind of round that off a little bit just to say that I have it. The next one I found was a repress, but a sealed copy and very good. Of course, we know Can Heat. This is Boogie with Can Heat, and this has got some great tunes on it. One in particular is the B-side, the last song on the B-side, which is Fried Hockey Boogie. I think it's Fried. Is it Fried Hockey? Fried Hockey Boogie. You gotta listen to that. That song's worth buying the album alone. I really dig it. I like Can Heat. Very blues oriented and went back a little bit even further backwoodsy type of stuff. A little bit of progressive here, a little bit experimental, a little bit of orchestral. This is Mahavishnu. This is the Mahavishnu Orchestra. This is the Apocalypse LP. John McLaughlin. I don't believe there's Billy Cobham on this album, but what do you want? You got John McLaughlin, you got Jean-Luc Ponty, I believe is on here, and then quite a few other people. Really good album, really good price. Couldn't turn it down. Here we go. Here is another Mahavishnu. Just about one of my favorites. This is Visions of the Emerald Beyond. My favorite is probably Birds of Fire. I really like that album. But here you go again for the price. For the price, you can't turn it down. I love Mahavishnu. I love John McLaughlin. I love Jean-Luc Ponty. I love his playing. I love the guitar he played back in the day. That double neck. I forget if that was a Gibson or what. Very cool to watch him plunk on that damn thing. These are now we're down to the overpriced record store finds. Let me show you these. Oh, man, this is great. Savoy Brown. This is Hellbound Train. Awesome. What an awesome album. What an awesome album. I love it. I'm really glad I found this album. Of course, this was from the extremely overpriced by at least 100%. I'd say some of them were actually 300% marked up. This was, I believe, this was a 1150 marked as EX plus, which is complete bullshit. I had a talk with this guy initially when I went into the store. He's been in the music business for a while, in the record business. He had a used CD store back in the early 90s, and then he moved over to a new location. His prices are outrageous. I felt compelled to talk to him. One thing I like doing, and I believe it's part of the experience of shopping for albums, is I like to barter. Unless you're going into a legitimate, I'd say, an outlet type of store or a tower-esque type of place where the numbers are set in stone. In my opinion, these numbers are only a starting point, and I made my point clear to this man initially in my initial visit. There's no way that I could possibly pay that kind of money for these records when I could easily go on eBay or maybe just get lucky in a thrift shop or something and find these for much, much less. So here again, the Hellbound Train, I don't remember exactly, maybe $12 or $13. I got them down $7. $7 or $7.99. There's no way I'm playing that game. I'm not paying. I want to support my local shops, my local record shops, and it's a great atmosphere in there. But I'm not gonna empty my pockets to, keep these places going. If you're gonna put those kind of fees up, you're either gonna come down to where we can both agree on a price, or I'm just gonna take my business elsewhere. There are plenty of other shops, or the fun will be gone, but I'll just shop on eBay from now on because there are some great finds there still as well. Um, Another extremely overpriced LP, another Savoy Brown. That aside for a second, Savoy Brown is one of my favorite groups. Man, they just put me in a place where not many other bands put me. I can really detach when I listen to Savoy Brown. The artwork is sick. You gotta admit the artwork is completely sick. Nice, right? It's great. Sounds great. Vinyl's in really good condition. Again, that's another 950. No, everything is in 99s. There's no 59 with these people. Everything's 99. So it's either $5.99, $7.99, $12.99. I think that was $9.99, and I got them down to $6 or $7. Here's the third one I bought from them today. This is Grand Funk Shine On, and this still has the original 3D glasses that were not taken out. There are some perforated lines here where you can pop it out and you get to look at the killer 3D work. Thank God it wasn't ripped out. This was another one, a $9.50, something like that. I don't know if you can see. You can't see. $6.99 is what I got them down to, because you just can't honestly charge that kind of money for this album. They're everywhere. They're not hard to find, in excellent condition. So why charge that kind of money? I don't want to be the one that pays your rent every time I come in. You're supposed to make your money off of mass sales, not off of one individual. And in that case, I'd show up one time and buy an album and never come back again. So there we go, $6.99 marked down from whatever ridiculous price they had. I met up with my buddy Joe, Paulie Walnuts 86. I met up with him at this overpriced shop today, and I warned him ahead of time. Either come with a lot of money or be prepared to barter. Some people don't like to barter. Some people just like to walk up and say, okay, I'm willing to pay that price. I'm not. For me, it's part of the experience. I enjoy doing it. So I'm just going to keep doing it from now on. Unless they're set in stone, again, it's just a starting point. So I met up with Paulie, the nut boy. We looked around in there a while, and we kept saying back and forth, can you believe how much this is? Oh my God, look at this one. It's, $39. Anyway, we did kind of a swap. Wouldn't call it a Christmas thing, just a few LPs that we hoped each other liked, and we brought them along and traded off. Paulie will probably put up the ones that I had given him. Also, I have another LP coming for him as well. So, Paulie, keep your eyes and ears open, because I got that Tarkus coming for you. I told you, if you're going to listen to any ELP, Tarkus would be the greatest one to listen to first to get you into it. Or to completely turn you off from it. Either way, it's coming for you, pal. These are the LPs that Paulie gave me. Great. I love Thin Lizzy, and I love Jailbreak. It's not their best album, but man, it's fucking good. I love Phil Lynott. I love the whole band. I particularly love the drummer because he played with Roger's drums, and that's the only drum I've ever played. I'll get into that in the future. I've been a drummer my entire life. I was beating on pots and pans at 3 and 4 years old to Elvis Blue Suede shoes. So I've always been a drummer. I've always enjoyed drumming. I have an awesome kit. I have a 1976 Rogers XP8 5-piece Koa with a Koa rack. And I also have a custom set of rototoms that I had modified by Remo. I had them alter and modify the bearing edges on them all. A 6/8 and a 10-inch rototom, and then I called up Aquarian, the company I use my drum heads, and had ordered me up custom power dot double ply drum heads for them. So putting those on, they sound amazing. You don't get that poppy, nasty, timbali-esque sound you get normally from Rototoms. I'll show you my kit in the future, and that's going to probably be an initial thread I'm going to make in the future, so stay tuned to the channel Bizzarro for that. Moving on to the Paulie Walnuts gifts, and thanks a lot, buddy. It's good to know somebody local and to be able to go and meet up and chat back and forth and kind of riff off each other. And we had a good time. He's a good young man. I appreciate him. I also appreciate the younger generations that are either initially getting into record collecting or have already been. I see a lot of young people on here, and it really blows my mind. In a way, it puts me at ease knowing that this is going to continue regardless, because for a long time, it probably pertains to a lot of people. I thought maybe I was the last generation to have any interest at all in vinyl. So thanks for doing that, youngsters. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. This is another one Paulie gave me. Neil Young, he's determined to get me into the solo Neil Young stuff. He's getting me into the Crazy Horse, which I've been on the fence about for a while. I like CSNY, and I enjoy quite a few of their albums. But the solo Neil Young stuff I wasn't into too much. So, Paulie, for you, buddy, I'm going to get into this. I'm going to listen to this today. Thank you, my friend. This is the third, and this is something else I need to get into and start opening myself up to a little more. And hopefully, it won't bounce off me. Hopefully, I'll absorb it and enjoy it. This is Buffalo Springfield. Again, never into it in the past. I'm going to give it a try. I mean, how can I not? You get a gift from a friend, but you can't turn it down. You can't say this sucks. Give it a chance and see if you like it. If you like it, great. Expand off of that. These are a couple miscellaneous. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one. Wait, I already showed you that. Duh. Okay, I already showed you that one. I showed this in the past, but I mentioned it to Paulie today, so I wanted to show him again because I just think it's cool as shit. This is, we all know the firm, or at least many of us know the firm. Great, a bit production-wise, a bit dated in some of the stuff, but a pretty kick-ass album. Closer is awesome. Krushka Radioactive. They're doing Everly Brothers cover with You've Lost That Love and Feeling. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. And this was the one I picked up that I wanted to show Paulie. This is a single, and it's a picture diamond. I wouldn't call it a picture disc. I'd call it a picture diamond. So on this side we have Radioactive. No, Together is on this side, and on this side, which is this cool copper brown color, is Radioactive. Picked this up for a song. Great. I figured, what the hell? I'll put it in with my Firm LP, and it'll be a cool cap to my Firm. I don't like the second Firm album. I like the first one. Most of it I like. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. What do we got in the background? Wait, there we go. Everything's backwards. Can you tell what this is? Somebody's going to be able to tell me what this is. Somebody already knows and is probably already typing it right now. My favorite album, Gentle Giant, Power and Glory. Awesome. This is an album you want to listen to, and you crank the bass and you crank the fucking volume, man. Great. Aggressive. I love it. Love me some Gentle Giant. Of course, I got Octopus and a few other ones in my collection. I already showed those. That's pretty much it. I'd like to say happy holidays to everyone. I'd also, again, like to thank my subscribers. Thanks to everybody that's been keeping an eye on what I've been posting. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's cool to know that other people take interest in my interests. I enjoy doing this. This is calming to me. This is cool. Again, this is an extension to a great hobby. So it's a great cap spending a day out shopping for vinyl and coming home, and this is the nightcap, so to speak. So again, I'd like to say happy holidays. I hope everybody's doing great. To all my close, tight friends in the VC, what's up? To everyone else, happy holidays. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. And thanks for appreciating music. One more thing. If you don't know, learn.